What is up, gamers? My name is Zach Sharps from Lugo Entertainment, here with my first impressions for Albion Online's controls on the mobile platforms. As you guys may know, Sandbox Interactive made the massively multiplayer online role-playing game Sandbox game on the PC, and it's currently in alpha, but did you guys know it was cross-platform? Yes, the game itself is boasting cross-platform play, not only on Mac OS X, not only on PC, not only on Linux, but also on Android and iOS devices. So I got a chance to try out the game on Android, and I was quite impressed. I didn't know what to expect. I thought that I was going to get a convoluted, messy port of a game, and it wasn't going to control well, even though the game looked like it would control well on an Android device. But I was on a phone that has a tiny screen. I was like, there's no way it's going to, be good. It's not going to be responsive. But it was, and I was very surprised. I tried it out on, I think, a Droid Max, a really old Droid phone, and it was quite impressive how well it performed. There's a little bit of frame drop here and there, but for the most part, it was running at 30 frames per second. The graphic quality looked exactly the same as it was on my PC, and the game's controls were very, very tight and responsive, something I did not expect from a mobile game. There's not really a lot of mobile games out there that I really like. There's not really a lot of mobile games out there that I would even say have good controls. But Albion Online, and I'm going to say it right now, has the best controls of a mobile game ever. Ever. Amazing controls. And it shows when you play on the PC that the game's obviously meant for mobile, and I guarantee you the game plays even better on a tablet. But in the end, was the game designed for mobile platforms? Was that philosophy something that harmed the PC version, the Mac version, the Linux version? Honestly, it kind of did. I mean, as I'm going to talk about in my second episode of Albion Adventures, the controls of the game are limited to the point where you can't use WASD for movement. Whether or not this is something they're going to implement for the PC versions, the Mac versions, the Linux versions in the future, who knows? But if they don't, it is definitely something that I'm going to comment about that mobile causes. The controls for mobile caused us not to be able to use WASD. Because could you imagine using WASD with tab targeting in Albion Online, something that you would normally expect out of an MMO, at least nowadays? There's not really a lot of action MMOs out yet. There's a good amount, but there's not a great amount like there is when we think of controls. We always think of tab targeting. We think of WASD movements. We think of strafing. We think of clicking on things. And because of the fact that Albion doesn't use WASD controls, some people are turned off by it. Some people don't want to sit there and click, and use 1, 2, 3 and play like RuneScape controls. People just want a WASD movement. And so some people may think that because of mobile, that was excluded from the game. I personally don't mind no WASD. I wish there was, because that way I would avoid misclicking on things, which happens quite a lot. But overall, Albion, to get back to our point, Albion works really well on mobile, and I'm surprised. And I'm sure that it varies per phone. I'm sure that some Android phones don't run it well. I'm sure that some versions of the iPhone can't run it or have issues with it. But overall, the phone that I tried, a very random phone that I wouldn't recommend, a phone that really isn't good, and I really doubt you even have to pay for it if you get a 2-year activation at like a Verizon store or AT&T or whatever. I was surprised. It performed well. Like I said, it had tight controls, and it impressed me. So overall, guys, that's my thoughts on the mobile platform for Albion. I mean, there's really not much more I could talk about. I mean, I'll talk about a little bit more in-depth things regarding the platform and also things that I learned in Albion in my second episode of Albion Adventures, but I just wanted to sort of fill you in on something that I got to be able to do. I got to be able to play Albion on the phone, and I wanted to tell you guys about it. So that's what this was all about, and hopefully you guys captured a little bit of information from this and are basically just as excited as I am to play a full-scale MMO that is good on the phone as I am. I'm very excited to be able to do that. But as always, guys, my name is Zach Sharps from Lugo Entertainment. Make sure to comment, rate, favorite, and subscribe. Follow me on Facebook at facebook.com/Lugo Entertainment, Twitter at Zach Sharps. Leave a comment down below regarding Albion, whether or not you think it's a good idea to release a game on the phone or if it limits the PC version. Leave a comment down below. I'm very interested to hear you guys' thoughts. But as always, I will catch you guys next time.